Hello everyone. Before I start, a small, again, kind of work for you. I want to know how many of you are from the commerce background and non-commerce. If you're from the commerce, C, put in a chat C. If you're from the non-commerce background, just put NC. It will really help me for taking the demo further. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Okay. So I can see both in the same ratio, NC and C both in the same ratio. So let me put this demo in pretty layman language. Okay. So to start with, we have PPTs. Okay, just I'll take quickly 2 to 3 minutes letting you know about SAP. We will not talk today about SAP as an SAP FICO or SAP Simple Finance. I don't want to, go into this part of our SAP. Though I'm for FICO demo over here, I don't want to touch this part today at all. Having said that, yeah, I'll try to show you the system of an FICO or Simple Finance, whatever it may be. I'll try to show you the latest advanced system within 5 to 10 minutes from now. Okay, before we jump into the system and understand about these terms and all, we will just talk about for 5 to 7 or around 10 minutes about SAP, if it is fine for everyone. So I can see in a chat box when Parminder had put the question, one of the response from your end was not knowing much about SAP, right? So why SAP first of all? Why SAP? We should pick as a career when we have so many other tools in the market? That's the first question in the mind for, freshers and having 2 to 3 years of experience. The more experience you'll get, then the question, you'll get the answer for the question. But this is a question which goes in every mind. So why SAP? Any idea what is SAP full form? Please put in the chat box if you know about full form of SAP. Oh. SAP. Exactly right. Exactly correct. System applications, yeah. And the products in database, in data processing, right? So it doesn't need any programming, guys. It doesn't need any programming, logic, language to learn. It's a simple application, see, which runs with the system in data processing. Thanks for your response, guys. Thank you so much. Right? It says clearly, it runs through the system and it's a simple application in data processing and a complete product. It's a complete product which is designed for not only accounting. So many will say, ma'am, it's an accounting or to do finance. It's fine. It's fine. Finance and accounting. As a core, finance and accounting. But I would say it's not only for finance and accounting, but to meet all enterprise related requirements. It can meet all the enterprise related requirements. Now, enterprise term, if you talk about in a layman language, it can be company, MNC, okay, wherein we do day-to-day transactions, postings, processing. It will take care of all the requirements of an enterprises. Be it a man, we can, machinery, we can, money, we can handle. Okay, we can, material, we can handle different types of material. So it allows us to do everything being in a one server, which is a SAP server. And irrespective, be it any company, any country, any principles of accounting, any tax related, any language, different types of vendors, happily we can be in a one server and we can meet all enterprise related requirement at one place. Though you might be heard about different tools like Microsoft Dynamics, we have a Tally, we have Focus, we have a Sage, Oracle Financials, or the way you want to pronounce Oracle Financials, right? So we have a different tools, PeopleSoft, different tools. But this is the only tool which is since 2006. Since 2006, it's into boom in the market, still it is going on. The reason is we are not here to compare with the different, tools and all. But the reason is these are developed as a integrated modules. When they released SAP in the market, ERP team, we'll talk about more when you start your sessions with a overview of an SAP and all, this will be covered. But this ERP team, when this released in the market, they released with integrated modules. Integrated module means link up modules. Link up modules. These are link up. They develop 20 plus modules with an integration, term integration. So few of the modules are FI, material module management, sales and distribution, HCM, CRM. Okay, so we have FSCM. Okay, then we have ABAP basis. Okay, we have a PP, production planning, plant and maintenance, right? So project systems, we have a different module, CO controlling. We have different modules. These all are integrated, means link up with each other. So what is the use of linking up with each other is data can flow among the modules or data can be shared. Means these are link up modules. If I have to post any material, okay, when I'm posting the material module management team, those who are handling, no need to post the journal entry. No need to post the journal entry. Just they will post how many materials they have received from which vendor, what is the price. They no need to post journal entry. This journal entry will automatically posted by default in the system and it will reflect as my part of FI when these two modules are integrated. When these two modules are integrated in a layman language, okay? Now, who will be doing this integration part? That is a part of our core accounting team, which is a FI. FI is a core module in a SAP, which integrates with the different modules. Okay, this is a FI is a core module. FI stands for financials and CO stands for controlling. And CO stands for controlling. So when we start our training, how will we start? We will start the training for FICO. Let me jump into the system. Okay, so if you see the SAP logon in the remote on my remote desk is S4HANA 2023. So our Sastra Greek, right? It's going with the advanced server, which is a 2023. Every year, SAP is releasing its advanced server version into the market. So we are following the same. So it's a 2023. Just for your idea purpose, when we talk about more of login, logout, GUI tutorial, you'll come to know more details. But as if no, just to give you heads up. Now, when Parminder asked, right, so how many of you are from, end user or the consultant? Okay, here, this screen, SAP Easy Access screen, the moment we log in into SAP, will take us to the direct end user screen. This is an end user screen wherein we can post. Again, I'm coming from a FICO perspective, okay? Accounting. From there, we can go to financial accounting and the controlling. These are two different modules come together in a S4 system, controlling in the financial accounting, FI and CO. As a part of FICO, what we are gonna learn is, in short, if I have to talk here, what we will be going to learn as a part of FICO. Okay, financial and accounting here. We will start scratch of company creation to our financial statement extract. That means B by S, balance sheet and P&L account. Till we get P&L account, we will try to complete all our FI financial part over here, scratch. That means how to create a company. If an end user is posting the transactions, either in a general ledger, accounts receivable, accounts payable, or banking or asset part, whatever the module they are working in. If they are picking something over here and doing day-to-day transactions, postings, how the postings are possible is through the configuration by a consultant. Through a configuration by a consultant. Now, what is consultant? What is end user? I'm a pretty fresher. Neither I'm into consultant role, not into end user. Don't get panic. Okay. Don't bother about it. We'll try to cover before we start our sessions, right? So there are so many two workshops we have, right? So, and the one we have a GUI tutorial we have in our roadmap, whatever just Parminder has shown us, right? So before we start, you will be getting entire clarity about that. But here, when we start posting the transactions, we would be in a position to cover our consultant role, how to create a scratch from a company till we get the financial statement is what we'll try to cover as a part of FI. And in the part of controlling, we'll try to take care entire learning about cost and the revenue overheads, both overheads we'll talk about here. Cost and the revenue overheads. This is also called as management accounting. Okay, we'll try to learn as a part of controlling cost and the revenue overheads mostly. Okay, so if I have to take you through the system, how the entries will get posted quickly. Okay, and to post these entries, what is a consultant? What is a consultant role? What are the consultant configuration will be doing? I'll take you to the one more screen. Then I'll try to show you over there how the things will get configured. Like when you do an implementation project or support project, what are the areas you have to take care as a consultant? I'll try to show you that part as well. So as a part of general ledger, here we will try to cover as a part of general ledger, few of the areas. Okay. Like posting of an entries of a general ledger. Okay. Then we do the reversals. Before posting, first of all, how to create the chart of accounts and all, I'll try to show you while I will executing this part. Okay. But net, as a part of this accounting, when we touch the financial accounting, we'll try to cover general ledger, accounts receivable, accounts payable, bank, a bit of banking part, then fixed assets. How the depreciation will be calculated, I'll try to show you. Then I'll take you through the configuration part one after one. Okay, so let's go to general ledger. Let me show you one posting of an entry here. So if I'm placed in any company, okay, so this is a recent, as a part of mastery, we have covered a company code Coca-Cola project. We have taken Coca-Cola Private Limited. So my recent company code is showing CC00 over here. If I have to post an entry for any company code, so how this company code is created? how the GLs will be created. Everything we will try to learn as a part of consultant role. Okay, so I'll be picking the date. If I'm posting, assuming today's date as my invoice date, and the reference number will be taking as an invoice 001 or 0010, some invoice number. Okay, reference is nothing but invoice number. You will get to learn more when we do, like kind of training. Text let us take, okay. Let me look at the GL, some transport charge or something, or some common expense. Okay, we will take as an expense. Then which expense we are talking about here, for which we are posting the entry. Okay, so I'm picking the GL accounts which are created over here. So to complete one end-to-end sessions in the mastery, we have created 33 GL accounts, if you observe here. In 40 sessions, okay, so we have covered 40 hour sessions, okay, 40 plus hours, I can say. 33 GL accounts we have created. Okay, so out of that we have few expenses: carriage outwards, repairs, transport, water bill, some expense. Okay, then let me take one of them, expense, to show you how this account will reflect. Now if you observe, I'm taking one debit of expense, the other GL account I'm selecting from a cash or bank account. Because I took a 100 amount, I took it as a cash account, but no more cash transactions. We can directly take the bank transaction. Okay, so as I took already cash account, I don't want to change it. Now, I'm able to post the entry. Okay, let me show you by saving it, or before saving, if you want me to just be here for some more time, I'll be here. I have selected a simple expense. The moment I press enter, it will show the carriage outwards and the cash account. Okay, my entries, debit and credits are going as 100. So this is what the end user will do. How many of you are aware of this screen as an end users? Can you please put in a chat? F-02 or FP50 screen? Anyone who knows this one? If yes, you can put it as yes. If no, also fine. You can put it as no. Yes. So Sri Ramaya, right? Yes, very good, Umesh. Thank you for your response, right? So this is what you'll be posting, right? This is the way you will be selecting, right? Of course, you will be selecting cost center and all, but this is the main things which you'll be selecting while posting in a real time. Agree? Is it correct? If it is the same way, you can also put S again. In the real time also, you'll be using the same way, right? Ramya, and yes, very good. Thanks, Umesh. Thank you, guys. Right, so this is the way we'll be posting. Now, we posted because the details were here. We already posting in the completed sessions mastery company code. But if I have to post for a different company code, how would we do this configuration, Abida? GL accounts, okay, so the different cash account, bank accounts, debit GLs, 33 GLs you created, assets account, reconciliation accounts. These everything, first of all, we'll try to learn. We will try to go as a part of our training. Every pin to pin, whatever here it got selected, each field will be discussing about. Most of the fields will be discussing about why it is picking the currency INR. If it is not an INR, what would be the currency? If I have to post USD, so whatever the configuration, how can I do the configuration to get the USD be posted here? What does the text does here? What is the value date? How it is populating by default if I'm not taking it? Okay, what is the business area? How can I create? What is this cost centers, orders? What are the fields I need to remember, or what are the fields which I need to learn, get trained? when I'm learning FICO, or if I'm learning supply chain, okay, what are the fields I need to take care? What are the different terms here called in the real time? Let me save. It will give us a document number over here. So how this document is getting posted? How can I see the report now if I post 1022 document where I can see all the documents got posted? What are the different reports for the GL accounts? Is the common normal GL account, normal regular as a general ledger transaction done? So this is what the transaction we posted as a part of. S stands for debit, H for credit. What is this posting keys? 40, 50 posting keys. Are these needed for us? Why it is picking the period 9? What is this physical year means? Right. If I click on a header, this is a header details. Okay. So what is this transaction referring to? Accounting document, BKPF. What is my client? How it is showing the time of an entry date. What if I post yesterday's document? Yesterday's date document I'll post. With the posting date also yesterday. I forgot to do something yesterday. Today I'll be posting with yesterday's date. Will I get caught? Yes, you will get caught because the entry date will never change. Which transaction code you have used. Everything it will try to show you. What is the document type over here? Is it something we will be able to do it? Can I select different document type? How would I then? What is the important of each field over here? Pin to pin will try to learn in a configuration as a part of configuration. Where will we be doing to get this posted the configuration for a GL part? Let me take you to that screen. Okay, let me open one more screen. Then let me take you through there. So I'll be going with the path. Do not get panic at the time of, I'll let you know. Okay, so this talks about display IMG implementation guide, the project which Parminder was talking about, implementation project and support both will cover as a part of your training, right? So here in FICO, we'll be trying to cover entire implementation project. You will be creating your own company code starting scratch of this definition of defining company here. You will be going and you will be creating your own company, Coca-Cola group of companies we have created. We have created Coca-Cola group of companies. The batch which we start for the September. A recent batch which we completed. As a part of Coca-Cola group of companies, which company code you will be created? Or it's just an example I'm showing from the previous one. If not, also you can try to do your own. Coca-Cola Private Limited. What are the business areas? What are the document type which we posted? From where the document numbers are populating? From here, this is a configuration or implementation guide, configuration system. So here in a SAP, we have 20 plus modules. That's what we discussed, right? Core starting with your enterprise structure. If FI doesn't create a company code, this part of enterprise structure, none of the other modules can start their implementation. That's for sure. They cannot start their implementation till we give heads up that we have done this part of our enterprise structure. So the part of our training will directly goes to enterprise structure and will start from scratch here. Enterprise structure. Then you have a financial accounting as one of our module and the controlling you can see over here, controlling. These two modules will be talking about and covering as a part of training, our training in the mastery. Then you have other than FI and CO, all these modules, audit management, tax compliance, FSCM, functional supply chain management, planning, investment, logistics, EHS, S&D, sales and distribution, all other modules which you can find. So every consultant as a part of implementation project, it can be a support project or it can be a upgrade project. There are different projects, okay? So they have to come over here and do the configuration if it is an implementation project. If it is a support project, they will be doing the changes over here so that our end user can post the transactions over here, day-to-day transactions, day-to-day work. So the part of our training, I mean to say, we will be covering this part as well as this part, starting with this part, configuration part. As an implementation project, we took an entire end-to-end scenario. Then we will try to cover postings. After postings are reporting and the financial extracts we will be able to. Okay, now the one which we posted just now for FP50, the document entry, the GL accounts, where we did the configuration. So let me show you the configuration over here. We had defined the different groups in a chart of accounts CC00 if you observe here. And we have defined here in administration expenses 400, 300 is what the group we created. From this group, we created one GL account as a part of admin expenses carriage outwards. And as a part of current assets, loan and advances 200, 100 to 200, 199. Within this range, we created two GL accounts, cash and bank account. Of course, we created more GL accounts, but just to give you a heads up, we created few GL accounts from this range and the other areas as well to get one document posted over here. That's a screen we will be getting trained on how to do the configuration so that I can post one document over here. In the same passion, I can go for accounts payable, which deals with the vendor related activities. How many of you are aware of accounts payable module? Any end user or consultant who has worked for the accounts payable module? If yes, you can put it as S from the accounts payable APY. If no, just N also will be enough. Can you please in a chat box? Very good. Thank you, Ramya. No, Umesh, thank you. No, Vasant, okay. No, okay, fine. So here, just again to give you heads up, here all the vendor related payables, sundry creditors, payables, which are not yet paid, will be part of our accounts payable module. We'll try to cover from payable, sundry creditor, GL account, what is a recon account, reconciliation account. How my vendors will get reconciled with the sundry creditor, how the automatically when I'm posting the document by selecting vendor, how the reconciliation of GL account will be populated. That's one thing. And how we can achieve these payments, thousands of payments at a one shot by a single click. How can we make the payment is what we will try to understand as a part of accounts payable. Just let me quickly show you one entry over here in a FB60 or already posted entry I can show you if you just running out of time. Let me go for a company code. This is the last entry I'll show you how to process, but we will go for a different areas of already existing data. Here we would be selecting the supplier nothing but vendor over here. Okay, any vendor. We had two vendors created. for our testing purpose. Okay, so amount is not material as if now. Okay, I'm posting it as an attest. I'm taking one of purchases expenses over here. Amount again 1000. Then text I'll be selecting as a test. Okay, and here cost centers are mandatory. We will talk when we go further. Please, we will not touch this part, but this is mandatory field to select. As if no, I'm selecting it, but this part will cover as a part of controlling, that's for sure. Okay, just I wanted to show you here we selected the supplier and a GL account against which the supplier is providing us the services. Okay, so this GL account. Okay, so here it says not open for account type. Period is not open for account type. Okay. Uh, I'll take you through these errors when we go for a training. No need to bother at all. Okay, as if no. Okay, the error got clear. Let me try once again. I think some issue with the group. Someone else used our group meanwhile. Or let me check once again. Otherwise, I'll try to show you already posted document. Okay. Okay, this looks fine now. Acha, okay. So it is coming out of this account group because account group is not created. It's not at all advised for me now to create the account group and try to show you again entire entry. But this is the way we will try to post. Once we post the document, okay, once we post the document, when we look at the vendor report, these are already posted ones from the vendor report. I'll directly take you, but I'm not changing the company code. I'll try to take you through the documents which we already posted for this part of mastery training. So these are the documents which got posted. So out of this, if I post over there, the document looks like the same way. This is a document when we display over there. Okay, so here the example we have taken 19008 posted, this document number got posted with the taxes also. Different taxes we have over here. That's one thing. Leave about taxes again, as I said, this got posted as a part of mastery. The one I wanted to show you is here we posted with the vendor Intel code and the purchases. Okay, direct purchases I have taken with the Intel code. But when I look at the document, this is what this vendor account will go and reconcile with our main GL account. This is called as a reconciliation accounts. As a part of FI, in our accounts payable module, we will try to learn this reconciliation accounts. See, this reconciliation account GLs will try to hit when we try to reconcile or these submodules when we work with accounts payable, accounts receivables, asset accounting. These GL accounts will get reconciled with the vendors, customers, asset main GLs. Okay, so what is the use of this reconciliation account? What is this subledger term, subledger, reconciliation accounts? All this we'll try to learn as a part of our training. The concept wise, not posting for a entry wise. We will try to learn what is the configuration when I'm trying to change how it is reflecting over here in our entry. So again, if I have to show you this header, this is a KR document type. How it is picking KR document. When I posted GL, it was showing one series document, but now the document number, if you observe here, it is showing 19008 at my mouse pointer. Right? So when did I post this? What is the transaction code? everything. So how to do the configuration so that beautifully this will link up the submodule. Taxes also reflect automatically. Payment run I can make within a fraction of seconds. How can you run different open items payments at a one shot? At a one shot. Payment run. Two documents got generated, two completed. So what are the payment run documents paid here? With which bank details? How to create the bank details? What is bank manager role in a Fiori, SAP S4 system? See, this is Citibank. The payment to this vendor got paid through 15,000 document with the Citibank banking details. If you observe, payment settlement list for payment run. With the check mode, we made the payment. INR, currency INR. Two payments you made for the two different vendors. Total 1,47,000 INR. With the so-and-so house bank. Which bank account you have used to make the payments? How to do configuration, Abida, so that my account payments will get executed within fraction of seconds by selecting the parameters. If you observe here, vendor Intelcore Private Limited and Radeon Group of Companies, two different vendors. Within a one shot, we had made the payment. Total 90,000 plus 57. Total 1,47,000 we have made the payment. How the check reflects, how I can see the check number, what is a check register, with which checks have been cut. Can I create multiple bank accounts for receipt one and for how can I send the remittance advice as payment advice? Everything, everything. Being in a system, we can do everything. How the checks got voided, which checks got issued. Check history. This is a check history. It will show. How can I see the check number at the document level? Go to the same report. You have FBL 5N report, go to the same report. How can I see the check number which I paid? Everything will connect from the document level to the payment document to the check history to the check number cut with how much amount. This is to the manual payment, so it is showing 3,400 manual document. Both, vice versa, you can see the documents. All the documents from scratch of creation of company to bank account to payment to check number, everything being in a SAP with the different modules we can try. Of course, is a part of accounts payable. It's the same way. How can I send the remittance directly letter from the system? If I have to take it through the accounts payable, this is a way of end to end from the invoicing, or when we go for an integration part, procure to pay, P2P, when the starts purchase order entry to the payment of the vendor, everything will take care of through the system. In the same way, we have accounts receivables. The part of accounts receivable will try to cover entire customer related activities. Accounts receivable. How to create the configuration so that I can create the master records, customer master records. Here, customer and vendor is called as a business partner. That is just to give you heads up again. Then we'll try to post the documents. Then when receipts happen, means from when we start receiving from the customer, which bank account it will route, how to route the receipts to the different bank accounts, what are the different customer groups will create. If customer is not paying us on a time, how can we issue the letters to the customer through the system, not again through the mails? Will not touch the mailbox again. How we can issue the letters? I'm not sure whether these were part of the this or not. Means just I wanted to try to show you test printout. Okay, this is a test printout for a company. Okay, ThinkPad Private Limited, wherein we have issued the letter of reminder through the system. Through the system, we have sent the letter to the customer, ThinkPad Private Limited, the customer account number, the date, see 14th 12. Okay, so 14/12, we have sent the letter to the ThinkPad, first dunning letter stating that, okay, dear sir and madam, the invoice is listed at due. This is the due invoice. Since September month, you haven't paid. Because you haven't paid this 2000 dunning charge. Dunning is a here in SAP. We will be sending the reminders to the dunning process to the customer, those who are not paying us on a time. To issue this dunning letter, we are charging them 100 rupees. So amount is up to us. Okay, so if you charge them 50 rupees, you can update 50 rupees at the time of configuration. But here we charged 100 rupees. So the letter has been sent out on the 14th stating that your invoice is due to pay and we are charging 100, total 2100. Please pay us. Please pay us. This is the first dunning letter which we have issued through the system. As I said, customer creation, customer BP master creation, customer group creation, posting the invoices as an end user. Then doing the configuration for a dunning in such a beautiful way when the end user executes, that would be part of our dunning with the charge or interest. Like this, we can send 9 level of letters to the customer till we get the amount which needs to be paid by the customer. Legal notice also can be sent from the system directly. So accounts receivable starts with the customer creation to our dunning letter sent till we receive the amount, end to end. End to end, start to end, or I can say start to end. End to end process we can execute through the system itself. So what is a configuration? Where we have done the configuration, Abidan, means this configuration, the second letter also we have executed for the rest of the amounts for the second customer. That's one thing. I don't want to take up on this part. Okay, so 3-4 letters are getting executed. Okay, let us come out. But where we have done execution instance, again in the same SPRO screen, wherein here we'll try to cover before going to the posting of a dunning, a configuration. Here in this part, dunning procedure will be created based on which I can directly shoot up letters from the system to the customer email box. Is it clear, guys? Anything you want to know from accounts receivable? If yes, you can put in a chat box your query. till accounts receivable if you want to understand. If no, you can put please N. Naveen Kumar, no. Thank you so much. Others, guys, I can see 15 plus here. No, thank you. No, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Your response really much appreciated for me to move further. Okay, so this is the way we will be doing the configuration. First of all, being in a IMG screen, we will try to learn a consultant, how a consultant will be doing the configuration, which reflects the same, whatever you did the configuration over here, while you're processing your day-to-day activities, it will reflect. The same thing, whatever you did configuration, it will reflect here. That means the way you write the exam, the test, the scores will be appeared. The same thing will happen here. In the same way, as a part of asset accounting, okay, let me take you through the asset accounting here quickly, 2 to 3 minutes. Again, I will not invest much time over here. Asset accounting. We will do the asset accounting configuration in such a beautiful way. Chart of depreciation, depreciation keys, depreciation methods, master creation, okay, integration with GL accounting, how to create the GL accounts and how to assign the GL accounts so that when I create an asset master and asset posting, I need the Asset Explorer report, okay, W01N report. I just wanted to show you the assets which we created over here. How how it will reflect when you do the configuration is what I wanted to show you, okay. Let me pick for some company code because CC00, I need to change the chart of depreciation. I'm picking different company code, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your response. So how I can post the different assets? Depreciation. This is posted values of an asset. Okay. So we have done the acquisition of an asset. Okay, which shows now zero balance because I have done the retirement of that asset. We have posted the asset value with the 89,000. When I have run the depreciation, for this asset, for the acquisition value of 89,000, value of a depreciation got posted for that period is 79.92. Here it's a comma, vice versa decimal. So for this particular period, for 1 month, it got posted automatically depreciation when we have done the depreciation run. Again, it's a single click. Again, it's a single click of depreciation. If you want to see AFAB, 1 second. Let me take you through this one, not to confuse you much in transaction codes. Okay, so I would like to take you, see AFAB, execute here, depreciation run. When you do the depreciation run for a company code CC00 or UN00, whatever, for the physical year and the posting period 8 is completed, 9th, if I have to post for the next period, I'll be selecting the test run and I'll be selecting the only period and the number of assets which you want to execute with a single click, guys. With a single click, the depreciation will run for the thousands of assets and the test run would show us if any errors. Of course, errors will show. If no, it will show the depreciation which gets calculated for the 9th period by a single click. End user will run the depreciation by a single click, but here to get this depreciation run with a single click, thousands of assets, what is the configuration we'll be doing? We will be doing the configuration. This asset part. Starting with chart of depreciation. Depreciation methods we will create here. Valuation, different methods, different keys we'll be creating here. We'll be creating general ledgers. We will map them for auto posting. We will learn about technical clearing account, different things over here as a part of Ascent Scratch chart of depreciation to depreciation run. We will try to get it done by a single click. How the end user will enjoy creating the asset masters, posting of a acquisition of an asset, retirement, sales, transfer, and the depreciation run every month by a single click. We will be trying to execute. If again I have to take you back to the Asset Explorer report, there are few assets which we have done. This got posted, depreciation also got posted, and we have retired this asset. We have retired this asset. When we retire this asset, automatically different entries will get affected. Again, journal entries I don't want to talk about because we haven't discussed anything about the asset part. Okay, but different GL entries will get reflected automatically based on our configuration and based on the parameters which we provided. Okay, this is a straight line depreciation. Okay, the useful life of an asset. Okay, the key, depreciation key which you selected. Everything will be beforehand itself configured. These all are configured beforehand. Abida, if someone is aware of asset part, okay. So Abida, you pick the depreciation key LINR, which is default in the system. So what about the depreciation key if I have to create and if I have to assign? Okay, so those also will be having, not only this part, we'll be having those also created. Just let me check if I have any to show you examples. See, we created our own depreciation key and we have done the useful life 5 years, 2 years, 3 years. But based on this company code for CC00 also the same way, but different examples, not the same examples. So this asset got posted. Okay, so one more asset I picked because the depreciation was showing the same, so it might lead to confusion. But this asset got posted and this one also we have retired with revenue. Different types of retirements we have. So, but this got retired with revenue over here. Let me take you, let me check if I have any existing asset over here. One second. We have only a few assets. I think we have completely, used all the assets which we created. 2002. One second. See, this 2002 transfer of an asset acquisition value. Acquisition value based on the parameters, whatever we selected, useful life 50, depreciation key LINR, posted values got reflected. For this, depreciation is not yet run. So when I run for the 9th period, so the same value was appearing over here. When I execute, I'll try to show you for the 9th period, the asset which was left over. Okay, and not only this part, guys, asset part, controlling part also we'll try to do till we get the financial statements. So what are the financial statements? Let me take you quickly here. This for UN00 or CC00, whatever you're comfortable to see, or both anyways fine for me. We have financial statements again created for ourselves, CC00, or we can use any default financial statement as if now. Just to show you how the financial statement for Coca-Cola Company Private Limited will appear. This is the financial statement. Final report, lens capital, depreciation, creditors with the different business area-wise creditors, outstandings, cash account, bank account, purchases. How depreciation will reflect, what is the depreciation amount, everything. The financial statements will appear like this. End-to-end scenario till we cover one. Okay, I think I took much time. But still, yeah, this is the financial statement reports looks like. Once you do your configuration based on your business area, you can pick it up. Financial statements, we can go with the financial statement, business area wise financial statements. I can report out. Company code wise, I can see. Multiple company codes, I can see the report out. Or we can exclude few company codes. Let me remove business area here. Okay, vice versa. Vice versa, we can. So starting creation of scratch of company to our financial statement will be executing over here. I do agree with Raghav. Can we do all this? Yes, this is what Raghav I was showing you for the CC00, the recent training which we covered in the month of December first week or so, which starts in the September with 40 hours training. This is a part of a training for a CC00 I was showing you. Yes, everything scratch to scratch, whatever I have done here will be part of your training too. But may not be the same example. We will take the different example. We will take a different project like we have taken Coca-Cola over here. In the same way, Uniflow I have taken. In the same way, we will consider different company code, company details altogether, company name and all. We will create different assets, different vendors, different customers based on our examples at that part, at the part of training. Fine. And before doing this part of training, I will take you from the scratch. For the non-commerce students, I can see NC is more, right? For the non-commerce students, no need to get panic. If I have to show you September batch, okay? It's I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for that. One second, hold on. Why it is going? Because it's not locked. It's locked. Okay. Now, just to give heads up, we discuss the same way for them, the way we will discuss. We started for them Kaira group, but later on we moved to Coca-Cola because Kaira was already created over there. Everything. For a non-commerce students, entry related, we will discuss Excel as a whiteboard or blackboard, whatever you feel. Everything, product, why business area, why financial year, why physical year, we will discuss. Then we will start. What is the entry which gets generated when we post the transactions? Everything, pin to pin, we will try to discuss and we'll try to post. Okay. Any other questions till we get a financial statement? Okay, I think a KG00 also it's recently covered, I guess. So that's what Kaira was showing over there. Anything would be fine. Okay, so anything would be fine. Yeah, this is the way we will be doing. CC00, I think before the batch, that's what it was showing, ninth period to open. Okay, so see here, Prasad's capital, Abdul's share capital, Abhi's share capital. So based on the students over there also, I'll be picking the names at times. So, and the transport charges here, the repairs and maintenance. Okay. So this is what end to end we will discuss, and not only this one as a part of year close activities, how to bring the balances to the next year. Different terms like Parminder was talking about, like cutover activities. What are the different phases of a SAP methodology? Okay, different types of projects. First, giving you a heads up how the things goes on in a SAP. Then we will try to start with our training hands-on. Okay, any questions? Anyone has any questions? Okay, and because I haven't touched my controlling much, I just wanted to take you through the controlling transaction code for the report, either for CC00 or KG00, whatever it may be, or UN00. Okay, so execute it. This parameter selection and all will covered as a part of your training. No need to get at all panic. Everything will get covered, and just this is for your idea purpose. We posted with the cost centers and all, wherein you can understand this is a cost center report for Bangalore for this GL account. No, Abida, I don't want the report in this way. This is confusion. Let me show us in a different way. Then okay, cost center, all cost centers. Bangalore, Hyderabad, and we have these three cost centers. I was just trying to show you these three cost centers. If cost center wise reports, Abida, how many got posted and all, you can able to find as a part of again reporting here. This is a continuation process, guys. Okay, this is a continuation process we'll be doing, posting, then looking at the line items, actual plan, cost center wise, see variance wise reports. Okay, the reports will be the common for, see reporting of a cost center wise, cost center master data is what we have seen the report. For a single three cost centers we created at the Bangalore, NL, Hyderabad. This is Bangalore non-leading ledger for NL means, I'm not sure at the time which example we discussed, but yeah, it shows Bangalore, NL, and Hyderabad. Okay, see each transport wise report. Okay, at the transport, this is a transport charge 500 at the Hyderabad location. If you see any transport charge over here, 300 at the Bangalore NL location. At the Bangalore location, the same transport charge. Okay, I might be fast, but yeah, transport charges over here is at 200. The same transport charge, if it is break into different cost centers, how it gets taken. Training Saturday, Sunday, 9 a.m. IST. Okay, fine. So I think the answer is already provided. Okay. 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 Any other doubts? Any other questions for me? No? Yes, no, maybe. Naveen, thank you, Naveen. Others, can you please confirm if any questions from my end, how the course goes? Not only those part of our, everything we'll try to cover FIMM integration, ST integration, tables topic, different concepts we have, as Parminder said, which I may not cover as a part of demo, but yeah, we will try to cover entire till you get confidence to prepare yourself for the interviews and answer the question in the interview. So the concepts, good to know concepts also we'll be trying to cover. Okay. So if no questions, Parminder, I think I'm good for now. I can see no further questionnaire.
Thank you very much, Abida, for conducting this session, and thank you very much for the overview. And we can see that there is no more question from the finance, so we'll lastly quickly jump into anybody has any career related question. So if you have any career related questions specifically for the finance, we can answer it before the Abida left, and then we'll check that somebody was saying that I have a question related to whether ST or PP, that kind of question was there. That also we'll try to answer. And the last thing I need to showcase, yes, and support team has also showcased in the chat, This would be the session. So once you enroll, as soon as you enroll, you would be having a full access. You would be having a full access to all of our bundle if you have gone to the mastery bundle. But the next live session we'll be doing is on 5th of January, SAP workshop, to make sure you know further basics of SAP would be covered here. What is SAP, what are kind of different projects and all other things. It's a 3 hours workshop conducted by me. 12th of January, there would be SAP navigation workshop would be happening. That SAP navigation workshop would be conducted by Neha. And then post that, we would be having a session from 18 January. We'll be having a session on Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. IST. Okay, 25th, 26th, it will continue. Saturday, Sunday sessions would be there, 7 a.m. IST time. And all these sessions would be conducted by Abida. There might be few additional sessions you need to jump into it because we also do the integrations. So there is a SD, MM, and FI integration session. We do it for the account determination. There you need to jump in, and then I also call you in the product costing session, which we do it in the PP. In the PP, there is one detailed session on the product costing, how the product estimates are calculated. That has a strong integration between FICO and PP. In that additional sessions, we'll be calling you. So apart from these sessions, whenever the integrated sessions are there, we would be calling you at the different timing also, which you need to join for the integration session. Okay, the link to enroll is available. Ajay Kumar is asking SAP workshop and navigation related to these both workshop. These both are the workshops. These both are the common. All modules would be available. So here we are covering the common part. SAP navigation does not change whether FICO, SD, MM, PP. Navigation remains same. So it would be common for all of the modules. And from 18 January, these sessions would be specific to FICO. And in between, we'll let you know when you need to jump into the other module session wherever the integrations are there. Okay. Abida, I don't see any other FICO related questions. If you want to drop, you can drop. I will still check if somebody has any another career related question.
Thank you, Parminder. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much for joining, Abida.
Thank you all, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, workshop would be 3 hours, classes would be 2 hours. Although when we say class 2 hours, we would ask you to at least reserve 2.5 hours. And when we say workshop 3 hours, you need to reserve 3.5 hours. Okay. Have an additional bandwidth of 30 minutes because sometimes we have a lot of question and answers which comes up. To cover the question and answer, sometimes the session can be extended to another 30 minutes, but although we try our best to be in the timelines. Anyone wants to have unmute access, you can raise your hand and then I will give you the unmute access. Go ahead, Raghav.
Hey, Parminder. Yeah, thanks for giving me the opportunity to ask my question. So I have about 6 or 7 years experience in SAP project management. So I've managed like greenfield, brownfield, bluefield, both in SAP as well as Activate methodologies. So I work with solution architects and functional consultants. So it's like I know everything in SAP that both functionally and technically because I manage the work streams, but I want to get deeper into SAP. It's more like scratching the surface. I know how everything works, but I don't know if I should get trained cross-functionally. I've taken your course for solution architects, but I don't know if I should go deeper into one of the modules. So I'm kind of confused. I need your advice.
Yeah, so you rightly said that Activate in the project management, you are the Activate and the solution architect will help you. The other question I would be having that in future, do you want to jump into into the shoes of a consultant and consulting for one of the module, or you want to continue as a you want to continue your journey as a SAP project management?
I want to, grow more, Parminder. So I'm saying project management is more administrative, right? I want to become like a solution architect. I don't know for one module or cross-functional, but I don't know the path. Basically, I want to drive more value. Okay, I think I can add more value. So that's my goal.
I got it. I got it. So, what is your education background?
Engineering, electronics and communication.
Engineering, electronics and communication. Do you have, before jumping into the project management, do you have any experience in the domain?
More of banking and financial services, BFSI.
Banking and financial services. The projects which you have handled so far, right? What
Mm-hmm.
were the key modules you remember that in those projects was there?
Finance and logistics. So all SD, MM, PP, production planning, plant maintenance, everything. The core modules as well as
All the core modules are always there, right?
and the additional modules. Yeah.
So basically, when you want to go ahead, you want to, because you want to become a solution architect. So we have two wings, right? One is the finance wing and one is the supply chain wing. So you need to select first one of them, whether you want to become a solution architect into the supply chain wing or into the finance wing. If you want to become into the finance wing, then go as a SAP FICO as the first module would be where you need to go deep into it. Or that is a mandatory that at least for SAP FICO, you should be deep into it. Then you can go into the controlling, then you can go into the FSCM. Okay, so that is a finance wing. But if you say that supply chain generates more interest for me, and I am more familiar with the inbound processes, outbound processes, that is the part I am more familiar with, then either you should select as a SAP SD, sales and distribution, or SAP MM, materials management. In that case, I would suggest you to go for SAP SD first, okay, and then later on you can jump into SAP MM also.
Okay.
So
yeah,
you are more interested in supply chain or more in finance?
I would say 50-50. I need to decide. It's
You need to
yeah.
decide. You have a little bit of financial services you have worked before jumping in here. So are you good into the terminologies with credit, debits, accounting terminology? Are you familiar with?
Yes, I am, but the SD and MM, they make more sense to me, even production planning, plant maintenance, and all that. So I've done projects for manufacturing customers as well. So, so I don't know, like, is it an easy path for a solution architect, or you need to get deeper into these logistic and financial modules to get there, Parminder?
If you want to become a solution architect, you
Yeah.
should have at least minimum to minimum one. I always prefer two modules. You should
Okay.
be going deeper into it, and then other modules, overview and integration can work. But at least 1 to 2 core modules, you should be knowing it deeper.
Okay. So maybe one FICO and maybe one MM or something, and then all the integration and the add-on modules.
Right, right. So
Okay.
FICO is also a very good module because FICO can help you in your project management also, because any place, anywhere, whatever the module is there or not, FICO is always there. So if you have a financial services knowledge, you can also jump into SAP FICO module.
Okay.
Also would be good. And FICO module is the one module which is integrated with all modules.
Right. Yep. Okay, I think I'll probably start with FICO, Parminder, and then branch off to MM or SD or other modules. And
Sure.
like you were saying, since you have those trainings, right, 200 hours of training, I can pick up anything quickly and
Yes.
learn.
Right.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's all. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
your advice.
Thank you, Raghav, for joining and for your time. Um, Subha Rao has a question. Do we get recordings of each classes same day? Subha Rao, we commit that you will get the recordings in 24 hours. That is the maximum time which we take it to upload the recordings. But in general, 6 to 8 hours, because if it is a morning session, by evening, definitely you will get, and sometime within 3 to 4 hours, also our team does it. Okay, so 90% you will get at same time, but our commitment is that within 24 hours you will get. Deepika. Yeah, Deepika, go ahead.
Hey, hi, Parminder. I'm from Bangalore and currently working in TCS, and my module is SAP MM.
Mm-hmm.
Recently I got my PR to Australia. Means I'm coming in the month of May. And the thing is actually, even though I'm working in TCS, means I'm not completely working as SAP MM consultant. Like I'm giving like they'll be giving like bits and pieces like do a data maintenance activity or change management or doing some testing activity. It will not be like full time I'll be getting tickets or I'll be involved in implementation. It's like I'm involved in everything, but nothing is in full deeper actually. So I know like bits and pieces, and even though I have knowledge, but it is not like completely deeply I have applied in these 5 years. That is the thing, and second thing is even like before coming to Australia, I wanted to know like any niche skills I need to learn, or I need to have two modules completely learned, and then I have to come and search a job, or should I stick on to only SAP MM and I can search a job there, or how is it? And work culture wise, how is it also? I'm not like very much familiar.
Okay, Deepika, before you go ahead and my mind stop capturing all the questions, I will ask few of the things so that I can suggest you. So how many years in TCS as SAP MM consultant?
5 years.
5 years. You have been trained as SAP MM consultant, but you didn't get opportunity as a in an end-to-end implementation kind of project, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. When are you traveling to? In which month you will land into Australia?
In May.
May. So we have January, February, March, April, May. Around 4 or 5 months we have. Which city in Australia you are going to?
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Melbourne is quite good, although little less than Sydney opportunity-wise, but still quite good. Okay, so you are going into the Melbourne. You will be landing in the month of May, and you are SAP MM, but MM also you don't have. And then I need to also just go and look in the YouTube. We have, I think, couple of specific success stories we have for Australia, which is talking about the Australia market, how the Australia job market would be there, what kind of challenges can be there. We have Australia had a very bad time, if you know, the couple of years ago, and at that duration where the people got laid off, we helped a lot of candidates from Australia to get a jobs in SAP or to get their back jobs in SAP, right? So Australia is little tricky market. It would not be as easy job market as India is. So what are the things you need to do it? The first thing you need to do is to get the exposure to the end-to-end implementation. Without that, you will struggle a lot. We have just started a US Construction Limited project. You can participate in that project and you would be able to directly jump in. Generally, we have a criteria that you need to complete 70% of our mastery course, but you would be able to directly jump in because you are already working as a consultant. So first thing, jump into our internship program so that you get an exposure to end-to-end implementation. That showing that exposure would be very important. Otherwise, you will struggle in Australia, right? That is the first thing. Second thing is that because you have not full-fledged work, maybe on few things you have worked or not, because to take this internship, you need to also take the access to our MM Mastery bundle, right? And one more bundle, maybe MM Excellence. So also revise the basic concept from the MM Mastery. That's what I would suggest you. Third thing I will suggest you in the SAP job market, because I have been into touch with a lot of candidates during that bad period when the layoff happens in Australia, and I have gone through the job requirements. Generally, when you see the job requirement came from Australia, they mention so many modules. Okay, so in SD they will mention something, in plant maintenance they have mentioned something. So many modules they are mentioning it. It does not mean that they expect you that you are expertise in all of the modules, but they expect that you would be the one who would be able to discuss with the business. If the requirements comes from the other module also, you should be having at least know-how on the terminology so that you can participate in the discussion, take the requirements, and then pass the requirement to the offshore teams where the expert of those modules are sitting. So that is another thing. Integration with the other modules and little bit knowledge on the all other modules would be a key to get a job in Australia. Plus, to increase your chances to get a job in Australia, I would request you to also add in Ariba. Okay, so sourcing and procurement and Ariba implementation experience in sourcing and procurement. That would be two key skills would be very good. And third, we have a functional module overview for the solution architects. In that, SD, MM, PP, TM, EWM, FICO, every course we have a 2 hours of overview session so that at least you know the processes, you know the integrations, you know what kind of mastery data is there. So that you know, okay, what is there in that module, something comes, you would be able to discuss. That is what I would like you to put your strategy in, so that you get the job easily when you go into the Australia. I will summarize it. The internship is the priority number one. Second is the sourcing and procurement mastery. You need not to go through the full mastery course from top to bottom. Wherever you feel that you don't know that particular topic in detail, jump into those topics. Third, adding another module as Ariba. We can also discuss if you are more inclined to EWM, you can also add EWM as a module, but Ariba or EWM one module we need to add it. And then functional module overview for solution architect, one course we have, that is a self-paced course that you need to go through so that the other modules knowledge also we have. In interview also, when I'm checking, okay, the core candidate is, let's say, SD, but the other question which is asked from the another module is very basic to check whether you know about that module or not. Got it, Deepika?
Yeah, got it. One is the internship, one is the mastery, and third is Ariba or EWM. Fourth is the functional solution architect.
Functional
course
module
that
overview for the solution architects.
okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for giving your time, Deepika. Now I'm going to Ajay Kumar. Ajay, I saw your question that you have you want to select between MM and PP, your mechanical background. Can you let me know if you have any kind of domain experience?
Yeah, basically, I'm having a design experience, mechanical engineering design experience, and I also have experience like end user support for Siemens. We'll be using SAP for the ECN, ECR, and BOM change attachments like drawings and some kind of PDF documents. So these are the changes we do majorly. And so I have bits and pieces of in Udemy, I have been going through classes, a couple of like PP and MM. But I'm getting a lot of doubts, but there's no possibility to get cleared of my doubts. So finally, I'm fully focused to get into this. Like I chosen this career for SAP. So there's no option found to clear my doubts. So can you please help me whether to I choose MM or PP, being a mechanical background?
So
So
how many years of experience in total do you have?
I'm having as of now 10 years of experience.
Are you currently working?
Yeah, I'm currently working.
Okay, good. So with 10 years of experience, with the experience which you have told me, we have exactly similar kind of experience people, and actually also working in the company, the name you have said. And we have asked her to do PP, and she is now doing very well in PP. Even we have hired her in Shastra Geek. She's working in one of the projects which we have.
Mm.
she's working for one of our client. I think the straightforward, you have belong from the design background. I would ask you to go for PP. Production planning is a module for you.
Okay.
Don't go for SAP MM because MM is more common. It is happening. You still have a design background. The people
Correct.
who have a design background, they also have some knowledge onto the manufacturing side.
Manufacturing. Yes.
They also know what is bill of material, what are the compositions, how the
Correct.
is got set it up, little
Correct.
bit overview of the PLM tools, right?
Correct. 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 Correct.
Right. So with that knowledge, the PP is a module for you. With the blindfold, you can go for PP.
And one more question. Actually, I don't know why I enrolled in this FICO. Actually, I enrolled for SAP PP. Suddenly, I got a call and join in a meeting. So when can I
So,
expect? Yeah.
so PP we have tomorrow. Tomorrow, same time we have PP session. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. Sometime what happens when we run the batch jobs to inform people and by mistake, maybe if you have also enrolled for FIC, or it can be also mistake from our side that our batch job also picked the students who have been ticked for PP also by mistake, and then you are jumped into, but also join tomorrow session.
Sure. Sure.
Tomorrow
Yeah.
session, the first 30 minutes would be more or less same. I would be showing the similar path for
Yeah.
TP, and then Faisal would be jumping in, and with the Faisal, we'll be going through one PP cycle.
Yeah. How much like how many months it takes to complete my course?
3 months you can take
3
it up.
months. Yeah.
3 months you can take it up. Yeah.
Yeah. So everything explained like fee structure and everything, details will be explained for tomorrow class, or it will take time to explain.
Sorry,
Fee structure.
fee structure we don't talk about. Fee
Yeah.
structure we share the link. You can go through the link and you can
Sure.
do the payment. It's quite transparent for
Okay.
everyone.
Yeah.
So that way we are not sharing the fee structure, but we share the link. With the
Yeah.
link, you can explore the full bundle we have and what are the things which is available in the bundle.
Okay. So are you going to explain about the bundles? So which one we don't know which is the which correct one so for a career like
Yeah, Mastery is the one for you. SAP PP Mastery. You need to go.
even I want to learn a depth like a configuration into SAP.
Yeah. Mastery covers
Taking.
the configuration. Mastery covers the core configuration, core business processes.
Okay.
Anybody who wants to become a consultant, they need to start with the Mastery. Mastery is mandatory.
Okay.
Without learning, without going through excellence, you can still become a consultant and work as a consultant. But without going through mastery, you cannot become a consultant.
Yeah. I went like routing and bomb creation. This all under I have done a practice, lot of practice, but full-fledgedly at the I mean when I get into stuck, so there's no replay. So
Yeah. So that one you will get it, and I would also request that later on, once your mastery is completed, either you
yeah.
can take excellence or you can take a QM bundle, and then with that
Okay.
you can also try to jump into our SAP internship where you can get the implementation project exposure. With
Mm-hmm.
that, you will fly ahead. Your experience is very good. You have
Okay.
worked with very known companies. You have
Yes.
worked as SAP end user,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
And I always prefer to make sure that I always tell people that the best consultants I have seen, they come from the end user background. Okay, if you follow the path, within 6 months you can switch to a consulting role.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you, Parminder.
sure. Thank you. Very all the best. Make sure you don't distract from the
Yeah.
path. Anytime you distract, you can book a call with me.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a question from Subarao. I am end user with working experience, but no, it is too early to ask for how to proceed post training as associate consultant or experienced consultant, so that it should not be create a problem in future. That is Subarao. Okay, Subarao, can you unmute yourself? Bhupender Aman, Subarao has one question which you can answer. The cost of the server beyond 3 months. Can you respond over the chat? Support team. Go ahead, Subbarao. So, what is your domain experience? What is the total experience so far? Subbarao, if you're speaking, we are not able to hear you. Audio is not available for Subbarao. It depends on number of years of end user experience. If 5+, you can start with as consultant. I'm typing in the chat. Good. Okay, Subbarao, I have replied on the chat. Anyone has any other question? Okay, we don't have any other question. We'll see you in our workshops and then in our training sessions. Make sure you get it enrolled. If you don't get it enrolled, you would not be able to get chance to attend the workshop. Thank you everyone for joining today and have a good day ahead. Bye-bye for now.